Our summary statistics from last week were all fine and good, but they don't abstract the stats into a single score that you can use to rank the teams. So, our first place to start this week is through a composite score that represents an integrated view of offense, physicality, and goaltending. Note that we added weightings to this composite score. For example, we weighted offense and goaltending at 40% and physicality at 20%. We then created a score between 0 and 100. You can see the result here. The difference now is that the USA is on top, Canada second, Sweden third, and Finland fourth. However, the more we looked at Finland, the more we felt something just didn't smell right. So, the question we're going to explore this week is if Finland is the sleeper team in the Four Nations Face-Off tournament. Finland, like Sweden, are constrained by virtue of their lower national representation in the NHL. However, as you can see from the below, Finland has sourced 2 or more players from 5 teams. They've also sourced 4 players from Florida, a Stanley Cup team. To us, this feels significant. Finland has twice as many players from Florida than the closest nation.
To explore offense, goaltending, and experience, we built a Power BI dashboard. You can download the dashboard using the link here. In the first chart, you begin to see 2 classes of forwards emerge. One class are the point-producing players, and the second are more role players or grinders. You can also see the playmaking reflected in the higher totals of assists more consistently across many of the players. This is the sign of a team that can move the puck around to one another. The second chart shows point production versus age. Here you can also see a decent age distribution, with both young and older players having good point production. This means that Finland isn't skewed towards old or young, but has a good balance in between. This next is filtered on defense, so you can see that there is solid playmaking across Finland's D-line. Finland is in the middle when it comes to goaltending, and by the numbers you can see how the goalies compare from a goals against average and save percentage perspective. Here, just where Finland's goalies rank across all of the participating goalies in the tournament. While Sweden clinched the top spot, clearly, the USA have depth in their goaltending. Finland are in the middle, with one of their goalies towards the bottom. The final report shows age versus points, so we can see where there may be clusters or imbalance across experience and point production. What we see here reinforces the 2 classes of players on Finland. The first being a strong point production contingent, as you can see towards the right and above the average points line. The second are the role players and grinders that are just above or on the average points line.
So did our prediction change? Yes, because the USA topped out on the overall predictive score. This week we put them just above Canada. But we'll say again that it's going to be close. And for Finland, we moved them into the 3rd spot. We're seeing some interesting dynamics now that we've clicked into the data that lead us to believe that they'll come out ahead of Sweden. And for 3 reasons, we believe that Finland is the tournament's sleeper team. First, they have a good complement of strong forwards with role players and grinders, and they have a consistency in playmaking across most of the team. Second, their defensive line can move the puck up the ice. And third, they recruited from top teams. And while it's difficult to measure, we believe there are also strong intangibles for Finland that will contribute to their sleeper team status. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, like, and notification button. And check out datapunkhockey.com for more great hockey and hockey analytics content.